Hello and welcome to this week's Senate Recap. We had two special requests this week to start us out. One was from Club Hockey and one was from Big and Little Pals. Club Hockey asked for money for trips and refs, and Big and Little Pals asked for travel costs for a party that they're planning this year. Also, tonight, on a serious note, we edited the Senate fundings policy in regards to budgeting. So what we had talked about was that in the past, we had written in our Constitution that if clubs and organizations do not show up to meetings, there would be sanctions, but it was never very specific. So tonight we decided that if a club or organization does not attend the House of Reps meeting, their budget for the following year will be reduced by 10%. Now also, let's say a club or organization was at the meeting, but they turned it in late. Well, they would be docked 20% from what they had originally requested for their budget. So in another scenario, let's say I missed the meeting and turned it in late because I didn't know because I wasn't at the meeting, then your budget would be docked 30%. And now you might be saying, that's ridiculous, Senate. Why would you impose these on me? Were you some kind of dictator? Well, the reason that we did this is we were trying to think for our future and for your future. That the reason we're doing this change is, we needed to be more specific. As I said, the Constitution just says there will be sanctions. So we're setting down sanctions, and we thought it would be in the best interest for the budgeting process in the future. So clubs know what the sanctions would be, and so you can plan for it for the future. So that's another thing we talked about. So in regards to that change, next week we'll be having a new House of Reps meeting for all of the clubs and organizations who missed the first one. So you still have the opportunity not to get docked the 10% that will be taking place this year. It will be next Tuesday, February 7th at 8:15 in the Selby Lecture Hall. So that's for all clubs and organizations who missed the first meeting, so you can learn about the new funding policy and then also how to budget for this year and the dates that things are due. So come to that, and we'll also help you just kind of set it up, and we can have a conversation. So last night we had the first fireside chat with Chris Kendall. It was a lot of fun. I'd say attendance was kind of low, but it was a great conversation. Chris had a lot to say, and it was very interesting for all those who attended. I think really enjoyed that, and it was very insightful, and it was a great way to just kind of communicate with the VPs of the school. So the next one will be with Don Aronson, who is the VP of Academics. So you can talk about academic affairs specifically. And you can talk about classes and scheduling and all different kinds of things. And we'd love to have you. That's going to be on February 13th at 8 p.m. in the Common Room. So we'll be advertising about that, but just kind of set it in your calendar for now. So that's the Senate Recap for this week. And I hope you have a great week.